All right, so the playlist today is Lipstick Cycling 23X, and you can go ahead and hit the first song, which is 5 minutes. And that will be our just pedal and breathe 5 minutes. All right. We got a little late start today. I'm not ready. All right, so 80s RPM, very, very low heart rate. Sometimes it's hard to imagine that there's any benefit to a really low heart rate. It feels like you're not doing anything, but there's great, great benefit to that. That's kind of like our Monday ride, but even easier than Monday. Today, we're not going to take it easy. We're going to work a little bit hard today, but not as hard as Friday. But spend this 5 minutes in a really, really happy place that feels almost too easy. Take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. Drop the shoulders down and back. I knew Olive was coming. There she is. So, hi, Olive. So we're spending most of our intervals today, most of the time will be spent in zone 3. I don't want you to even touch zone 4 today or anything higher. So it'll be kind of zones 2, 3, with 3 being our main focus. And we're gonna do a warm-up that is a minute and a half, a minute and a half, a minute and a half, and then a 30-second hit. And then the main set is 12-minute block, 12-minute block. But we're doing this one as 6-4-2, and we're doing this one as 10-1-1. So those 2 12-minute blocks is where you spend most of your time in zone 3.
Cute kid, Jules.
Is that your assistant? All right. Anytime you want to add a gear or make it a little lighter, you can do so. We always go by how we feel when we just start out. Does it feel too hard, too easy? There are a lot of benefits to working out that are not visible to the eye. You know, healthy organs, healthy cardiovascular system, a balanced muscular system. And then there are things like improved concentration or better memory or more energy. Have been studies done where kids taking a test will perform better if they do a little workout before the test. So some kind of cardiovascular to get blood flowing into the brain. All right, so we're gonna start soon. The song will change and we'll get started. We do have some of our recommended music from our Monday ride, starting with mine, Son of a Preacher Man. That is coming on next. All right, so we are gonna start. If you're not on Son of a Preacher Man yet, you can go ahead and hit it. We're gonna start with a seated climb. I want you to take the RPM down to the 60s. Gear it up in 3, 2, and 1. Gear it up 60s. Now this is a gentle climb. We're gonna spend 30 seconds in the saddle, 30 out, and then we'll go 30 downhill. So this is a little push. And 3, 2, 1. You can come on up out of the saddle and stay in the 60s. The first wake-up call. We're going flat, get ready. In 3, 2, have a seat, lighten up, 90s RPM. So now a little bit of flat or downhill. In 15 seconds, we take a break. So keep pushing down that hill, feel the wind in your face. As you descend, 3, 2, 1. You have a minute, so lighten up, slow down, and catch your breath. All right, so we get to do that again, and it's gonna be the same. If you wanna just do that same effort 2 more times, that's fine. If you wanna ramp it up, that's also fine. But none of this is hard. We're taking our time warming up today. I always recommend 80s RPM in between the intervals, but you can be where you want to be. All right, take that last deep breath and get ready. Gear it up, seated in the 60s. 3, 2, 1. We're ascending again. Not hard, not hard. We're only on the 3rd song. There's no need to go crazy. With or without another gear, we're coming up in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds up, still in the 60s. Picture the top of the hill. It's a beautiful day, the sun is shining, trees all around, and you're gonna get to the top and settle down in 3, 2, 1. Now, lighten up, 90s RPM, downhill or flat. Your break is coming in 15 seconds. 4, 3, 2, done. Lighten up, slow down. You have a minute. So today we are going to talk a little bit about women in sports. And, you know, It's interesting, but the only reason why there isn't a publicized female Tour de France in cycling is because sponsors don't believe anyone will watch it, so they're not giving money towards it. Costs a lot of money to broadcast that. It's a bunch of bullshit, but perhaps that would have been true in the past. All right, y'all ready? This is the last time we're gonna do this one. 3, 2, 1, seated in the 60s. Let's climb. There's a lot of sports we don't know about women competing in. Just wasn't publicized. If you dig for it, you can see women pilots who fought in the war. You can see women who broke records, who beat men in competition. 3, 2, 1, standing climb. We've got about 10 seconds to the top of this hill. Again, picture it. We're riding up together, our girl team. 3, 2, lighter, faster. We're going down the hill now. This is the song, Allie, that we couldn't think of with KT yesterday. 3, 2, done. All right, take a minute, and then we have a 30-second speed spike of the heart rate. You can get a little uncomfortable on this one, and then that's it. After that, we're just shooting for zone 3. All right, so being that this is only 30 seconds, it should be harder than what you've done, but how much harder is up to you. This is definitely the hardest interval you've done so far in the warm-up. And when it's over, we get 3 minutes rest. So seated for 20, optional up for 10, RPM 90 to 110. 90 to 110. Get ready. 4, geared up. 3, 2, 1. All right, this is the spike. Take your heart rate to the highest place it's been this morning. You don't have to come up, but if you want to, 3, 2, 1, run for 10 seconds. And you're done. All right, my song changed. If yours didn't, you can hit the next song, which is called Away From Home. Whew. All right, y'all. Catch your breath, 3 minutes here. Once you catch your breath, take some water. So I'm just going to review what we're doing. We're basically doing 12-minute block, 12-minute block, 24 minutes of work. This is your main set. The first 12-minute block is 6-minute, then 4-minute, then 2-minute. And the next one is 10-minute, then 1 and 1. So it's just broken up for you to be able to achieve that zone 3 space for longer. Your recoveries are good. They're like 2 minutes each. So know that that's coming. Zone 3 is not easy. Zone 3 is you're running with your friend in the park or cycling, and you're chatting and you're chatting and you're chatting, and all of a sudden your effort starts getting stronger and stronger. It's that point where you're like, okay, I can't talk to you anymore. I'm just gonna focus. Let's just get our workout in. And you stop talking because it becomes strong. But it is not like this. You are not breathing. That is Friday, not today. All right, so it's really hard. I would say for someone who just starts training for the first time and dialing in zones, it takes about a year before you start to get good at it. Yeah, like I know when I coach someone who was like a college athlete, you see it. You tell them to go to zone 3 and bam, bam, they just hit zone 3 and they hold it. And it is their best zone 3 for as long as you've asked them to hold it, they're in there. Like they just have done it so many times, they know it. So just keep in mind what it is, right? It's not what we're doing on Friday. That's zone 4, that's threshold. That's where you can say 1 or 2 syllables in between needing a breath. But this is definitely not wanting to talk. All right, our break is almost over. All right, so we're gonna do the first one, which is 6 minutes, and we're gonna do it as the hills to the downhills, the hills to the downhills. Every 30 seconds, we're gonna change, and we are gonna come out of the saddle halfway through the climb. If you don't want to, you don't have to. All right, y'all, let's get it started. So this one is Compliments of Jada, Pineapple Skies. By the way, I love this song, Jada. So you can go ahead and hit Pineapple Skies. And starting with a seated climb in the 60s, geared up. 3, 2, 1. All right, you got a 6-minute zone 3 now. Try to feel it. Ask yourself if you're in zone 3. Is it too hard, too easy? Come on up now for 10 seconds. 3, 2, flat road or downhill, have a seat. 90s. This interval is mostly seated. Only about 30 seconds are spent out of the saddle. All right, y'all, stay seated, geared up, 60s RPM. We're back on the hill. Sorry, it's a minute, about a minute out of the saddle. I don't know how to do math, but that's what it is. Ready, set, up for 10. 3, 2, downhill, baby. You just hit the top of the hill. And now it's my favorite part. Downhills, I love them. If you follow the rhythm of this song, want to, want to, want to, it's about 97. Three, 2, reach down, 60s. We're climbing again. All right, have you figured out what we're doing? Every minute, same thing. If you want to come out of the saddle, ready, set, go. 10 seconds. 3, 2, downhill. You lighten up and you push it. This is not coasting downhill. This is pushing down the hill. All right, we're 3 minutes in with 3 to go. Reach down, make a hill, 60s RPM. Let yourself breathe heavy. Try to stay at the same heart rate, whatever you've chosen. Just hang on to it. Ready, set. Come on up for 10 if you want it. Pull up on the pedals, always when you're standing. 3, 2, 1, downhill, blast it. If you've ever seen downhill cycling race, they get in their bikes for aerodynamics. So they literally get inside of their bicycles and just coast it. But we're pushing with our legs. 3, 2, gear it up. Here's another hill. 60s. You got 2 minutes left, and then a 2-minute rest. Three, 2, 1, 10 seconds up. And downhill. Come on, push down the hill. It's not steep enough for us to be faster coasting. So we're using our legs. Ready for the last one? 3, 2, hills, seated, 60s. And we got share. Ready, set, come on up. 10. Now at the top of this hill, you have one more down. Ready, set, go for it. 30 seconds to your break. Don't push harder. Resist that urge. Hang on. Ten seconds to go. Three, 2, woo. All right, y'all, take a break. You have 2 minutes. The next interval is 4 minutes, another 2-minute rest, and then the interval after that is 2 minutes. So they're getting shorter. Do I want them to get harder? No. It's just quality time. All right. Cool, I feel normal now. So I'm just gonna bring it back to the 80s RPM. Role models are a real thing, right? Sports role models. Serena Williams. She's a big one for me. I love Serena Williams because she's so dominant. Just so fucking dominant. Like, so few people can go up against her. I remember that time she said something to the ball lady, like, not the ball lady, the line judge. And she said, stick it up your butt or something like that. I don't know what she said to her. But at first, because I have not grown up this way, at first I was like, oh, you know, how dare she say that? But then I remembered that I think, what's his name? who always curses out McEnroe. I think John McEnroe is great. I think he's amazing. I love watching his clips of yelling at everybody. I don't know why. I think it's fun. But why couldn't I accept that from a woman, right? When she acted out a little bit, it wasn't okay. When he acts out, I find it amusing. And that helped me. Well, that was a lightning bulb moment, or a light bulb. Just change the way I think, because I've been conditioned. All right, time is up. You ready? It's the same pattern. So, 60s in the saddle, reach down and add. 3, 2, 1. Come on back. 60s RPM seated. Zone 3. Don't take your time getting to zone 3. Get there now. College athlete. Bam. I got this. Ready, set. Come on up for 10. And downhill, lighten up, have a seat. 90s on that RPM. You're pedaling down the hill because if you coast, you're gonna go slower, so you wanna push down. Are you in zone 3? Just ask yourself the question. Three, 2, add a gear. 60s. We got 3 minutes to go. Ready, set, up for 10 seconds. Picture the top of the hill. 3, 2, downhill. Lighten up. Push it. Heart rate should stay the same. And if I had the choice, I'd rather not speak right now. But it's okay because I'm used to it. 3, 2, reach down. 60s. 2 minutes in, 2 to go. Three, 2, up. Get ready to go down. Ready, set, hit it. Down the hill, like a bat out of hell. Like you want to win. Like you want to be first. If you've ever been competitive at anything in your life, you know that there's first place and then there's everything else. 3, 2, reach down. Just 1 minute to go. Three, 2, and come on up. 10. Now this is the last top of the hill. 3, 2, 1. Down the hill for 30, and we take a break. You got this. Don't take the break until it's time. Picture a little finish line. Oh my gosh. Some of you know what that feels like when you can see the finish line. Doesn't even matter if you broke your ankle during the race. You can fly when you see that finish line. 3, 2, 1. Done. 2 minutes rest. All right, so we just did the same pattern, right? Seated climb, standing climb, downhill, 10 times. If you lost track of it in the middle and you were like, what are we doing? Where are we? Then you're not focused. That's okay. It just means you're not focused, because when I used to teach classes, there were people, I would sometimes once in a while forget, like, oh shit, it's time to get out of the saddle, and I would forget. And like the 5 people in class who were focused, they just got up. They didn't wait for me to tell them, because it was time. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. Let's get up. So try to focus. Catherine Switzer. The year I was born, it was not legal for women to run marathons because men decided we are too delicate. Turns out, all studies now show that women blow men away when it comes to endurance. They're stronger than us, so they might get some more speed. You know, their marathon times are shorter than the top women, but we've got endurance. We can keep going for a really long time. Catherine Switzer entered the Boston Marathon with KV Switzer. She didn't put her name in, KV. And she started the race, and in the middle of the race, the cameras were on her, and she was running next to her boyfriend and her coach, and the race director saw her, and he attacked her. Like literally, there's photos of it. He runs out into the middle of the race and like grabs her. And of course her boyfriend like pushes him off, and she finished. But they weren't allowed to run marathons back then. Women were not allowed. Crazy. All right, so 2 minutes now. But hey, people, you can do whatever you want. But I want zone 3, all right? Zone 3. 2 minutes in zone 3. Anything you want, on your mark. Get set, go for it. 2 minutes. Are you in zone 3 yet? You gotta ask yourself, because we're already 15 seconds in, so how much of this time are you gonna waste? You should be there right now. You just overdo it a little, get in it, and then lighten up. Anything goes. "90 seconds. Do not push harder than zone 3. We want to get good at zone 3. "1 minute in, 1 to go. Get your role model in your head. Maybe when this ride is over, you can quickly tell me who your role models are. And don't tell me David Goggins, all right? I need a woman. Yeah, fuck David Goggins. Trust me, there's someone out there more badass than him. A woman. Sorry, Olive, I know you like David. I love him. 30 seconds. "20 seconds. Do not push harder. I gotta keep reminding you, because trust me, when you know you've got 12 seconds left, you wanna push. This is 4, 3, 2, whoo, you're done. You can reach down, hit the next song. It's called Away From Home. All right, y'all, 3 minutes rest.
The Iron Nun.
Yeah, 80 some odd years old, right?
Like 40 something Iron Women's, and yeah. Look her up. Look at the Nike ad. The Nike ad is sick.
All right, maybe I'll include that in the email today.
Show that.
Yeah, because she was in her 80s when she was doing Iron Man, right? I think she stopped now, but her
She
last,
didn't start.
what?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear
Yes.
on the?
Oh, it's
She didn't.
Are you near your Wi-Fi? Yeah, I think her last Ironman, she was like 86 or 84 or something like that. Can you even imagine? Like most of us at our age now can't even imagine doing an Ironman now. Never mind when we're in our 80s. That's a good one, Allie. Yeah, and a nun to boot. This is your break, so just take it. But as always, in your mind, you're like, okay, I got another 12 minutes of work coming, and it's gonna be 10 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. So I'm gonna lead you through the 10, and then I'm gonna give you the ones, rider's choice on the ones. We're gonna do a little more standing now. If you need water, go ahead and take it. I may have told this story before, but in women's Olympics, in the Olympics, in the shooting competition, it was co-ed for many, many years. And the first year that a woman beat all the guys, the next time the Olympics rolled around, guess what? They separated them. No guy wanted to be beat by a girl. All right, y'all, it's time. We're gonna start with a standing climb. So first, hit the next song. Guess what it is? Melissa, Shosholoza. Woohoo, this is Melissa's song. Shosholoza, it's good energy.
It's Julia's song.
Huh?
Julia's.
Oh, it is Julia's. Oh, sorry, Jules. She told me not Julia, Jules. Got it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is great. I don't know which version I have, but I really like it. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's gear it up. Standing climb in the 60s. 3, 2, and 1. This is 10 minutes. You did 6, you did 4, you did 2. You had a lot of rest. Now I want you to hang on for 10. You're ready. Oh yeah, Melissa, your song is at the end. It's the cool down. Another 30 seconds right here. Are you in zone 3? We're already 45 seconds in. Don't waste time. Get there right away. We're coming down to the saddle. Continue to climb. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds in. You guys look great. 3, 2, up. 20 out of the saddle. It's a lot of climbing. 3, 2, have a seat. 20 in the saddle. Then we're gonna come up for a whole minute. Ready? And come on out for a whole minute now. So we're repeating the pattern. We're 2 minutes in with 8 to go. A minute out and then 20, 20, 20. If you don't want to stand, remember that you don't have to. It's all good. In 10 seconds, we sit, but we continue. 3, 2, 1. Seated climb in the 60s. It's 20 seconds in now, just like before. We're moving around a little bit, but the heart rate is not. Ready, set. If you want up, 20. Try to fix your posture, not too hunched over, shoulders down. Keep going. 3, 2, have a seat. 20 seated. Now, we're gonna go into a flat. We've done 4 minutes of climbing now. We're going into a flat for 1 minute. In 5, 4, 3, 2, lighten up. 90s RPM. Think of that downhill again, because I want you to feel speed. Be careful. Don't let the heart rate come down. We're pushing downhill. In 30 seconds, we will be halfway done, and we're just going to repeat the pattern. It's a long time to concentrate. So right about now, do you know what we're about to do? Are you that focused that you know 1 minute out, 20, 20, 20, 1 minute out, 20, 20, 20, and a downhill? Here comes the 1 minute out. 3, 2, gear it up. Standing climb for a minute. Oh my God, I'm sweating too much. It's going all over my phone. More than halfway now. So good. We finished this interval. We have 2 single-minute hits. And we're out of here. There's no upper body in cycling. Shake it out. Get ready, we're going 20 in the saddle. 3, 2, bring it down. Three, 2, bring it back up for 20. Moving around a little bit. Three, 2, have a seat and climb. 20 here, and then we get up for a minute. Are your legs getting tired yet? They might, it's okay. 3, 2, 1 minute up. All right, so we got a minute up, 20, 20, 20, and a downhill. That's it, we're 7 minutes in already. By the way, my music is very different here than it is in a cycling class. It's a little less in your face because of this. Ah. Ten seconds, we sit, but it ain't no break. 3, 2, 60s in the saddle. 8 minutes in, 2 minutes to go. Y'all are doing fantastic. We don't give up until it's over. 3, 2, up for 20. This is your last time out of the saddle in this interval. Three, 2, have a seat and just continue to climb for 20. And then we go downhill. Take a breath, y'all. Take a breath when you need it. 3, 2, downhill, lighter, 90s. Come on, you have a minute. Don't let the heart rate drop. You have 35 seconds. Are you falling out of zone 3 or are you hanging tight? You have 20 seconds. Turn and burn. 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, done. That was 10 minutes. Take a 2-minute recovery. Two-minute recovery. Breathe. So in doing a little Googling this morning, I found a very cool story about women's basketball. So women's college basketball, to be specific. The University of Connecticut, Huskies, I think they're called, the women's team, to this day, have the longest winning streak of any college team ever. 111 games in a row without a loss. That's the longest streak. I think the men's longest is like 90, maybe UCLA, but 111, women's basketball. All right, you have about 30 seconds. I'm gonna take some water and I'm gonna think about what I wanna do, because remember, these are freedom. You've got 1 minute on, 1 off, 1 on. So you don't have that 2-minute rest. You're just gonna have 1 minute rest. Listen, you're gonna want, especially the competitive ones, you're gonna wanna go to zone 4, zone 5. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're trying to get your body to practice something, right? And in order to get dialed in on it, but here's what I do want you to do. Your break is gonna go slightly longer. I want you to get to zone 3 within 7 seconds. So you climb, you go flat, you do whatever you want, in the saddle out, but within 7 seconds, I want you to be in zone 3. Get there fast. That's your only goal. And then just hold it. Don't go higher than zone 3. This will not be harder than any other interval you ever did. You did today. It's the same. All right? All right, here we go, y'all. Gear it up. Anything goes in 3, 2, 1 minute. Come on. Get to zone 3 fast. You got to overdo it and then dial it back. That's 7 seconds. Are you there yet? You have 40 seconds to go. Thirty seconds to go. 20 seconds to go. I'm right at my zone 3. 10. 3, 2, cut. Done. Take a minute. I changed to the last song, to the Summer of '69. You're gonna go there one more time with the goal of getting to zone 3 in 7 seconds and then holding it, not letting it go higher. And then we're done. This is your real finish line. And then I'll ask you if you have any female role models in sports. We're going in 20. I'm gonna start gearing up because I don't wanna go from 0. I wanna get up the ladder a little bit. 10, 9, 8. Anything goes. 3, 2, 1 minute. And that is your finish line. Seven seconds. Are you there? Think about your role models. You have 30 seconds. 20. Don't push harder. Learning not to push harder is a lesson. 10. 3, 2, woohoo! All right. You can hit the very last song. This is Melissa's. We all named our favorite songs, or one of our favorite songs, on the Monday ride. So, I threw a bunch of them in here. Inhale, exhale. Try to pedal your heart rate down. We've come a long way, baby. I was watching some stupid thing the other day, and I'm just like, I can't even believe this was filmed in my lifetime. Video of some guy yelling at a bunch of high school students about homosexuality. and saying, you will be caught and you will be punished. And you can see the kids' faces. The camera's like, oh, and they're like, you know, the world is a crazy place. So that's why we got to focus on the positive, those females. So what do y'all got? Any role models that are your favorites?
I have one.
Tell me.
You don't know her, but she's my grandma.
Aw.
She's 72 and she lives in Ontario, Canada. And she's so good at tennis that they had to take her out of her age group and put her in the younger men's category.
Wow.
So she plays with, and yeah, she's
Wow.
awesome.
That's a cool story. Oh my
Very
God, I
cool.
love that. Anyone else have one?
Well, I tried for the first time in my life, actually. It was really weird that I even thought about it, to make it me. I'll tell you why. I would never do that normally, but I've had a lot of stress and anxiety over the last few days, and I didn't feel like I was coping really well with it. So I thought if I make myself my role model and get through this bit, because I was quite struggling in the class today, then I'll feel more confident. I don't even know why I thought that. It just came over me. I would not normally call myself my role model, but I felt it today
Yeah, no, that's so awesome.
in a weird way.
And I think that, you know,